So I'm here with Team ACH, which includes
Jay Collins.
Holly Archer.
And Jeffrey Howard.
And what positions are you guys running for?
I'm going for Vice President Operations.
And I'm going for President.
And I would like to be Vice President of University Affairs.
So in a nutshell, guys, what is your campaign platform?
Well, the C that I'm focusing on is community. So we really want to focus on different community initiatives. The three things that we talk about most with community are improving our relations with the city of Kingston, to create a better kind of town-gown relations and improve events like homecoming. One of the other big things is improving communication with the student body. Right now, there's often a lot of miscommunication and a disconnect between the students and their own student government, which they're paying for. So that's something that needs to change. We have a bunch of ideas for that. And third, our main focus is clubs. Right now, clubs are such a huge part of life here at Queen's. They affect over 80% of the student body. But they're not getting the funding or the support that they need, so we want that to change.
And I'll be focusing on the A, which is accountability. I think one of the most frustrating things as students is the idea that our student money is being wasted. So what we want to do is make sure that the university, the AMS, and the SGBS are held accountable for their actions and for their commitments, just to make sure that our student money isn't being wasted.
And I'm focusing on health. I want to make sure that we have a healthy campus, a healthy lifestyle, and healthy bodies.
All right, so a lot of times we find that there are a lot of campaign promises and there are a lot of things proposed that don't actually get put in place. How are you guys going to ensure that there's accountability? And if you guys do win, how are we going to make sure that everything you say is going to be put in place?
Well, yeah, to answer that question, basically, we've just drafted a memo on how we plan on funding all of our campaign promises. And we have a complete breakdown for all the commissions, for all the services, and for all the issues that AMS Council and that students have said that they've cared about. So we have all the strategic plans in place, and like I said, a complete write-up of everything that we want to do and exactly how we're going to do it. So we're not just talking in jargon or rhetoric. We have the plans to support it, and I think the experience that the three of us have in the AMS really goes to show that we know what the job entails. We know how the AMS works. We know about the red tape and the bureaucracy, but we know also how to work around it and to make the body as a whole more efficient. So we're ready to basically just get in there and start the job and get it done as soon as we get elected.
Yeah, no, Jay is absolutely right, and I think that our experience as managers, one thing that was really pushed us here was the idea of a strategic plan, and that was something that really worked well for the services, and I know the executive team also came up with an executive strategic plan for the AMS as a whole, and that's absolutely something that we went with, and we looked at it and we said, you know what, students don't want to hear a bunch of lines about what we could potentially do. So we spoke to the mayor, we spoke to the directors of athletics, we went around and made sure that we were talking to the people who really knew what they were talking about, so that when we got into office, it wouldn't be a matter of how are we going to do this, but let's get it started.
A lot of times as students we find that the campaigns, it's a lot of a popularity contest. I mean, a lot of people do a lot of networking with their friends and they usually vote with people they know. How do you guys think that's the case? And if so, how can we sort of change that so that it's sort of everyone has an equal opportunity?
Well, I think the big thing is it should be about the issues. It should be about the things that matter most to students. And when we were coming up with our platform, we did network with a lot of people, but we networked because we wanted to find out what they had to say and what they cared most about. You're here for 4 years, maybe 5, maybe 6, who knows. But you're here for that time, and it's a huge part of your life, this time at university. So we want to find out what matters most to students and what's affecting them. And I think that's reflected in the platform that we've come up with, and we're really trying to address the issues that affect students most.